Hello, it's Wednesday. Here we are over here on the WeCrochet YouTube channel and Facebook page. I am back again. I might have caught some of you yesterday when I was on live with Marley Bird. I got to go chat with her yesterday and talk yarny stuff, and it was so much fun. I saw a lot of faces over there that I already knew, so that was really great. It's so wonderful to have you guys here. So as you come in, say hello. Tell us where you're from. Tell us what you're working on. I have no updates on what I'm working on. I'm still working on my Forte Filet top in Samia, which we'll talk about in just a minute. So I'm not making much progress because actually I've got multiple projects going on. Who doesn't, right? We always have more than one project going on. And one of those projects is a sweater for my son that he found from when I was looking at patterns and stuff, and he's like, "Oh, mommy, I want that." So, it always ends up taking top priority when your child wants something that you're actually making. How often does that happen, right? But so today we are going to share with you one of our newest collections that just came out. Um, oh, Leah said, I'm taking a small stitch break and working on worsted hats. That's a good option. It's definitely still the season for hats. Time to get them finished up and everything else. So that's always great. Cindy says, hi from North Carolina. Yay. I'm currently working on a market bag. Those are always great. They're great gifts for people. They're great for throwing your stuff in. I love the market bags. They just are a really great project to be working on and take with you. So hi, Angela. Hi, Chris. Hi, Ashley. Yay, Ashley. We have a lot of great people coming in here and talking to us. And so it's so great to see you all. Before we jump in with our collection, which you might have already seen, that's okay. I want to tell you about our latest yarn that launched last week. You guys are loving it. Like, we're checking this out and we're like, oh my gosh, you guys are loving it. Except for this color right here. It's a little sad, this beautiful pineapple color. I think it's beautiful. It's one of my colors, but that's okay. You don't all have to like it, but you're loving all the other colors. So that's what counts. The Samia yarn is a brand new summer yarn, spring summer yarn, we're going to call it. It's a fingering weight yarn. It is just silky and beautiful. That color is kind of, I don't know, maybe I have to set my light setting. I mean, the colors are just absolutely gorgeous. It is 80% Cupro, 20% mulberry silk, and it is the perfect yarn for making spring and summer tops. I am so excited. We're having some of our tops remade. So we're going to be sharing those photos with you guys soon as they come in. So you can kind of see, we've got a couple designers working on some things with this. So you're going to start to see this pop up more and more. Kelly says, hi, I'm Kelly from icy Michigan. Oh, no, okay, you could keep the ice and snow. And she's working on a Tunisian scarf. So yay. Leah said, just got my order today. Ooh, did you get some Mia? Okay, so Angela is asking what Cupro is. Should have pulled this up so I get it right. Cupro is the bits of cotton that are too short to be able to spin into yarn. So it goes through a process of really tightly spinning all of those fibers together so it can make a longer fiber. And then they go and they mix it with the mulberry silk. So there is a little bit more about the Cupro. Actually, let me quick pull this link for you on our website. And let me pull this up. And I should have pulled this one up sooner, but that's okay. We'll grab this. And so in this link here, you're going to find more information about the makeup of the yarn, the fiber content, all of that. You can check it out and then you can shop right there and you can get all 10 colors over on the site right now. It's a really beautiful yarn. Please check it out. Even if it's just one ball that you're trying, you're going to love it. And it looks like a small ball, but there's a lot of yardage on it. The exact yardage is 188 yards, but it's a fingering weight yarn. So it's just a smaller ball, but you can really get a lot of great projects out of these shawls, tops, all kinds of things for summer. So I am so excited to keep working with it. I hope you guys are excited and you're trying it out. From what I'm seeing, people seem to be liking it. So let us know as you work on it, what you're thinking of it and what projects. And I do want to say, when we get yarn, we try to test it out as much as we can with different swatches, different ways of blocking and things like that. And we just want to let you know, do not like steam block this or try to use an iron on it because of the silk and the Cupro mix. It kind of takes away the shine of it and kind of makes it look a little bit more dull. So we recommend just wet blocking it. If you are going to be blocking this for your project, do a wet block as opposed to like a steam block, just to make sure your stitches stay beautiful and the yarn stays beautiful. Okay. So we're going to talk about this new collection. I am so excited. Okay, I'm excited for a couple of reasons. So first of all, we're a little behind on this one. The collection we're talking about is Winter Morning, and this one officially launched at the start of January. Can you believe it? I don't know how that happened, but here we are. We're in February, right? Like, make sure it's still in the right month. We're in February. And we launched this collection last month, and it is just so beautiful. And we've just been so busy over here with all of the lives that we haven't been able to talk about this yet. But here we are today, and we are going to talk about it. So I just put the link in there that you can see everything for Winter Morning. And this is what I'm so excited about. It is our first print book in like forever. So if you've been here on the journey, you know we used to have the magazine that we were printing quarterly, and that kind of went away, and we broke it down into individual collections. And then last year we had a handful of books that we printed, but we are back and we are printing again, and we are so excited about this. I have to say, we did go with a smaller size. We are down to the 5 pattern collections so that we can bring you a new collection every month. And we have a smaller quantity of books. Okay. So we used to get a ton of books and then we'd be selling them and selling them and selling them. Right now we have smaller quantities and then are going to do reorders once these sell out. So again, if you go and grab a book and everything else, this is where we are. This is the side that we're doing. I know I miss the magazine so much too, but we had to make these decisions when the print time went up to like 4 months that we had to have things in before we could even get it printed, and the cost of everything. Things are looking better now. So we're trying out this and we are loving it. We are loving the way that the book is looking on the inside. It's really great. We can put QR codes in, and we're going to have something coming hopefully later this year that's going to go perfect or like match perfectly with all of the books. So start your collection for 2023 of all of these books. This is the book number 1 that you're going to want to grab. If you don't like print books, it's okay. We still have the ebook. We still have the individual patterns if you want to do that too. But I am so looking forward to our print books that we have. So hopefully you guys are loving it too. All right, I'm going to bring in Jen. Jen is in the office. Let's say hi, Jen. Jen is here today. She's going to help us out by showing some of these patterns off to you. Yeah, so Chris says, I love print books, but the cost has gotten so crazy expensive. I know. It's definitely a challenge to keep the costs down so that we can have the books, but we're still paying the designers and we're still paying printing. So we're really hoping that this is a great size for you guys and you guys are going to love it. So check it out. It's a new pattern format in here and everything else that we've got going on. So in this collection, there are 5 patterns that are bulky weight accessories that are perfect for when it's chilly out. I mean, I don't know where it is, how it is where you guys are. It's still chilly here in the morning. We are still in winter. We're not in spring yet. So these are really great projects that I'm loving to be able to wear as accessories and to layer with your projects. So let's jump right in here. So the first one that Jen has, I'm going to bring Jen up to full size here. Maybe. Come on, click. There we go. Oh, no. It like double clicked on me. Anyway, so the first one that Jen has here is called the Morning Frost Cow. Now, this one is really amazing because it's double-sided. It is reversible. So here on this side, we did the nice pop of blue, which this one is our Fjord Heather. This is done in Wool of the Andes, bulky. And so we did this nice pop of blue here. And then on the the other side, we did the brown. So you can really kind of go either way. And you can see little blips of that color depending on what side you're working on. So we really love this. It's a nice, thick, chunky cowl that you can throw on and have a lot of warmth next to your skin. And we love the Wool of the Andes bulky. And yeah, look at how Jen has it there. So like you can see it's got like the brown in the back, the blue in the front. You can kind of play with it and fold it over. It's just really great. And we got brand new colors of Wool of the Andes worsted and bulky that you can try out for this particular pattern. We love it. And it's such a great stitch pattern. It's like a simple stitch pattern. So it's not going to be super hard, but you get this really great effect with it. Oh no, Ashley of the Happy Hooker, she's one of the designers that works with us sometimes, says it's negative 22 degrees Fahrenheit. No, thank you. I will stay over here. That is way too cold for me. Okay, so the next one we have in the collection is called our Sugar Plum Set. And this is a double feature here. So this is a hat and a scarf pattern. And the great thing here too about this is, well, first of all, it's done in our billow, which is a beautiful yarn. It has some cotton in it. Well, it's all Pima cotton, and it just has this really soft feel to it, but yet it still keeps you warm when it's cold. And you can see now that Jen has the hat unfolded. And the cool thing is you can have basically two styles with this. One is a super slouchy hat if you don't put the brim up, and then you can have either a slight slouch, or you could keep folding the brim up higher and higher, however you want it to have less of a slouch. So it's really great, really kind of versatile on how you want to do it. You could throw a pom-pom on there if you want to. And then the scarf that goes with it has that same kind of flowery star motif to it. And the cool thing here, or I guess it's not flower, it's more of like leaves, you would call it. But it's really great texture on there. And so this is designed as a scarf, but really, if you wanted to, you could make it seam the edges together and have like a really long infinity scarf. I always just like to call that out because I know personally I'm not a big scarf person because they tend to fall off unless you're like tying it. So I always like the option of having it as a cowl. And you could see there, that's basically how it would look without the fringe if you were seaming it together to make the cowl. I love that look right there, nice and tight. Even wearing it that way as a scarf and having the tassel or the fringe there, I love that. It gives a little bit of extra texture and everything else. That looks great, Jen. Good job. So I really love that set. And there is a chart for that one to kind of really explain what's going on. So you'll have the help there. All right, Jen's looking at me and I know why, because the next one is the one that I have and that I'm wearing. And let's not have a repeat of the last time we did this where I'm like, Jen, where'd that pattern go? And she's like, you have it? So here we go. So this one that I'm wearing is called our Cold Snap Shawl. And I'm going to just hold up the photo so you can see we styled it here as a traditional shawl. And here I'm wearing it more as a bib style. So it hangs down in the front with our point, and then I just have it wrapped around. This is my preferred way of wearing a shawl, but you can wear this as a traditional shawl. Now, the cool thing about this pattern, this one is done in our Wonder Fluff yarn, and I just want to show you, this is basically how the construction is. So you have one like larger triangle, one smaller triangle, and then they seam together to kind of make your, backwards, sorry guys. This is the point that is sitting in the front for me, and then you can see how the second color comes around. I love this. It is so warm. It is so nice against your skin. No matter how you're going to wear it, it's really great. And it actually, like, even though it's bulky weight yarn, it condenses really nice to kind of like throw in your bag or whatever you have going on. All right, so I'm going to bring Jen back in because we have another Wonder Fluff pattern in here. We've got Wonder Fluff ombre this time. So this one is called our Glacial Capelet. And this one, excuse me, is a Tunisian project. And you're going to notice, well, this doesn't look quite right. Like, how did the ombre work here? So the way Jen's holding it, you can see that cable panel that you work as one piece, and then you're reattaching to add the rest of the shawl. So you can see there that we started the gradient, we cut it off, and then we kind of color controlled it so that we would start back at that white section, and then it faded back out to the white again. So you can play around with the colors of the Wonder Fluff ombre. If you don't like the ombre look, it's okay. Grab just regular Wonder Fluff. It's going to gauge up the exact same way, and you can have one solid, or you could do the cable panel at the bottom in one color, and then the rest of it going up as a different color. Now, this one is done, as Jen is showing there, that you wrap it around your shoulders and then you're tying it in the front. It has the nice little tie so it doesn't fall off. And there are multiple sizes for this wrap or capelet. It is designed to be worn with 10 to 12 positive inches of ease at the bust. So you're kind of measuring the bottom of the wrap, and that's what we're considering your bust measurement, and that's kind of how you're going to figure out what you want to do with your project. So it really gives you a lot of versatility that you can make a large capelet, you can make a small capelet, you can kind of make anything in between and really just make it perfect for you. I love it so much. It's just that little extra that you might need to wear, and it's not super long that it becomes really annoying. Oh, I do like it like that, Jen. That looks really cute. Kind of wearing it off to the side with your shoulder. Ooh, I love it. So there's many different ways that you could go ahead and wear that one. Okay, so the next one and the last one. How are we already at the last one already? Guys, when we go down to 5 patterns, this just like flies. If you have any questions, let us know so we can talk about it. This one is the last one in the collection. It's called our Winter Garden Scarf. And I think this is our top downloaded pattern so far for this collection, which is amazing. I personally think it's the colors that we put together for this. It is just so striking. You could really do this in any colors. It's really great as a scrappy project too, if you want to do kind of like random stripes or multiple colors. This one is also done in wool of the Andes, this one in superwash. And so you really, I mean, it tells you you need 1 hank of each color, 2 hanks of your main color. But I mean, really, if you had scraps left over and they're all the same weight, you could definitely make this scarf work out. I love the pom-poms at the end. I think they just add so much. And those are yarn pom-poms. They are not the faux fur pom-poms. They're yarn pom-poms. And I love how like just having them together in the front, they make this really great finish to the design. And it's just a really long scarf. So you can make it shorter if you want. You can make it longer if you want. You could keep the pom-poms off if you want. You could add fringe if you want. You could make it an infinity scarf if you want. There's so many different things that you could do with this pattern, and it's just so soft and cozy and really, really wonderful. Lee says, I really love simple patterns that give my brain and fingers a break, but I wish you would do an advanced pattern collection at some point. Thanks for the feedback. We are working on some advanced things that are going to be coming up. This is definitely one of those like beginner pattern collections that we have. But you know, we really wanted to make something accessible this time around that we're going to be really great. We actually have a garment collection coming up that I think you guys are, we have two, yeah, three, four. I don't know. We've got a lot coming up. We have almost the full year planned out with a lot of things that are coming. So I think you're going to be happy as they keep coming. Keep checking out those collections, and we will keep that in mind to keep putting some more advanced patterns in there. Let us know what kind of advanced techniques you appreciate or you're working on or want to learn. When you talk about advanced techniques, that could be a lot of different things. It could be mosaic. It could be the way we're how much shaping is in a garment. It could be cables. It could be all kinds of things like that. So let us know. Ooh, lace. We can work on that. We can figure out some lace. We love lace around here. It's just one of those things that, you know, I don't want to say it's hard or anything, but putting together a full collection of lace is just not something we've done so far, but it's totally something Jen and I can start percolating over and see what we can do for the future in that. So thank you for that suggestion. Yeah, if you guys have suggestions anytime on collections, on designers, on tools and things that you like and want to see, go ahead and let us know, which this just made me think of something that I totally forgot to share in the beginning. We collaborate is one of the great ways that we continue to work with others in the community. Jen, I'm going to just take you off for now. We can come back if you'd like to then, but I want to just come up here so it's larger. So the We Collaborate is our monthly collaboration with different designers and different products in the industry. And we had a brand new one that just came out, and we worked with the Gray Muse. And it's this really awesome keychain that is also a color wheel. And so the dial on the front spins, and so you can pick colors. So on here, it has complementary colors, which are the colors that are directly across from each other. It has the triadic colors, which is this triangle in here. And then it gives you the the colors that kind of go right here in the rainbow. And so it's a really great way to kind of match it up. Now, no, it doesn't have every color of the rainbow. I mean, it does, but it doesn't have every hue and tone in between. But you can get a really good idea that if you're looking for something that's going to be complementary and you know you want to use a purple, then you may want to look into a yellow. Or if you want to do, it really just helps you kind of look at colors. It's not an official color wheel that's going to have a lot more detail to it, but it is a really great way to get you to start thinking about color, and it just spins around like that. You can stick it right onto your like Megan Makes Do tote. You can put it on your zipper pouch that we have. You can just hook it either right here onto this clip or right here onto your zipper. Either way, it just hangs on there really nice, and then you always have it. These sold out within a day. We didn't even get to talk about them. We didn't even get to put them in an email, and they were sold out. We got more, so they're here. They're going to be featured for the month of March since they sold out so quickly, and we just got them back. So you're going to see these hopefully for the full month of March. We'll see. If you guys go and buy them all, we'll try to get some more too. But yeah, these are going to be featured for the month of March. This is by the Gray Muse. You can see all about her and her business over on the We Collaborate page. So I hope you go check that out. She's a lot of other great pins and other things that move like this. We just really loved the color wheel. Did anybody get the color wheel? Let us know if you got it already. Yes, Angela, it is so cute and handy. It really just helps you think about things while you're picking colors and how you want them to go together. So Leah said, I want to get into advanced stitches in Tunisian and lace. Example, I just finished a third wedding gown made out of lace. Ooh, that is really cool. Yes, we can definitely look into that. I know we have some ideas for Tunisian, but they're not going to be till 2024. So keep an eye out on that. We're working on that part of it, but definitely with lace, I have an idea of who we can start talking to for that. That would be great for like a springtime. So maybe 2024, we'll be able to bring something great in for lace. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That is so wonderful. And we're going to keep talking and percolating over here to make something really great in it. So yeah, cables and lace. And I will check out that Go Lily Shaw and see what that's all about. So thank you. All right, I'm going to bring Jen back in and see. Oh, no. There we go. See, Jen, do you have anything you want to say about Winter Morning, about what's your favorite pattern or anything like that? I know you've gotten to play with them a lot in the office and see them and everything. What did you like the most?
I think anything in Wonder Fluff is always, because Wonder Fluff.
Yeah.
I don't know. I sort of like the way the collection is set up. It's a nice transition from, this is really sort of a very simple piece, but that capelet, this one, with the Tunisian and the cables and everything else, it's a bit more complicated. So I feel like the collection is a nice sort of tutorial of, if you want to do something easy, we've got something easy. If you want something a bit more advanced, we've got something a bit more advanced. And, anything could be done in multiple colors, or this scarf could really easily be done with just 2 colors. It would completely change the look of it. You can leave the pom-poms off, although I do love the pom-poms. Yeah. But everything, I feel like everything in here is very versatile. It's very easy for people at home to use and style. And I'm always grabbing something to put on because I'm always cold. So anything around my neck is always great for me.
Yeah, no, that's why I totally agree with the Wonder Fluff. So I've been wearing this one because it's a little chilly, but it's not like, I don't really want to put like a full extra layer on underneath what I'm wearing, but I need a little something. And it's so soft. Like at first I wasn't sure I was going to like Wonder Fluff when I first got to play with it, how it was going to feel against your skin. I love it. I can wear it all day. I don't have like this itchy feeling or anything like that. And it's so lightweight. Like it's not a heavy piece. I don't feel like it's going to fall off or anything like that. It's just a beautiful drape and a beautiful layering piece that really is keeping me extra, like not extra warm, like warm enough without overheating, which I love so much.
I joke that it's like wearing a cloud.
Yes. It
really
really
it's so
really
light
is.
And fluffy and so warm. Yeah, everything about Wonder Fluff. I feel like I need everything in Wonder Fluff now.
I really think so too. I mean, I have to say, which we can grab this link then. I wasn't prepared for this one. But the Macchiato sweater by Brianna Kempner, that is
Mhm.
on my list of dream makes, and that is a full sweater made out of Wonder Fluff. Like, I feel like
Mhm.
everybody needs one in their closet just to have any kind of garment made out of Wonder Fluff. So I'm excited to eventually get to that one, you know.
Yeah.
It is the way of the world that always new things are coming up that we're working on.
Yeah.
Chris did ask, do we have any patterns yet with Samia? And so we don't have a new pattern yet with Samia, not for another month or two in a collection that's coming up. But Jen, what did we do? We are doing the Forte Filet top.
The Forte Filet, we also have the Shoreline Stripe, which was a cropped striped sweater. And so I had it restitched. And my crop sweater days are behind me. So I prefer a longer garment. And so it's the same pattern. We didn't make any changes to it. We just used a different fiber. So instead of it being sort of cropped and stripy, now it's more of a long tunic, great drape. It's gorgeous. It looks fantastic on. And then we also did I think it's called the crescendo wrap. And
Yes.
it's spectacular. It's this diamond shape. And I cannot get over the sheen and the drape and the shine of Samia. It's amazing to work with. It's beautiful on. To me, it's not, the garments have a bit of a weight to them just by nature of the silk
Right.
and the cotton fiber, but it doesn't feel warm. It feels very cool. And
Right.
I just love how it sort of flows around you when you wear it. It's amazing.
Yeah, it's really great. And I love it too because it's a small amount of silk, but you're still getting all the benefits of the
Mhm.
silk, the way that it's blended together. Because if it were all silk, A, it would be super expensive, and B, it would be really getting heavy there with all that silk to it. And so this really is the perfect blend of the two fibers together to make this yarn. And I just love it. The colors are really great. The feel is really great. It works wonderfully through your fingers. The only thing I will say is because of the way this is spun, I recommend not using a super sharp or super pointy crochet
Mhm.
hook because when I did swatch, I used one that was a lot more pointier and it wasn't happening all the time. But every now and then I would start to split the yarn and it would just happen like
Mhm.
once or twice every couple of rounds. But so I definitely suggest that if you're going to use this, I would this way. I would use something with a little bit more of a duller point to the tip of your hook, just so you don't have to ever worry about splitting it along the way. But that was really
Mhm.
the only thing is when I was using a sharper pointed hook. It only happened a couple times, so it's not like it happens every stitch, but just change up the type of material that you're using, and it's really phenomenal fabric that you're going to get at the end. The drape, oh my God, I can't even, like, it's really
Mhm.
hard to explain the drape and the silk and the look of it. It's so great.
Mhm.
It's so great.
Yeah.
Um, there's also the comment about the capelet that you could do just the cable section and that would make a beautiful cowl or
Oh.
infinity scarf. And that is really true that you don't have to do the rest of the capelet to it. You could just do that cabled portion at the bottom and that would look
Oh,
absolutely phenomenal. Like you could do it the single, you could actually do
yeah.
like
Mhm.
two of those bands together if you wanted to go really
Yep.
thick and make something because it is worked the long, like you're making
Mhm.
that long strip of fabric. And so, yeah, you could totally do that. That would look really great. Yeah.
And truthfully, as white as it is, it's almost white enough to just be a
Yeah.
cowl. Yeah, that
Yeah,
would
a
work.
cowl or a scarf, whatever you'd wanna do with it. So, yeah, I
Mhm.
love that too, that you can kind of dissect the pieces sometimes and get something different from it.
Mhm.
Karen says, "I missed the webinar yesterday. Can I still watch it?" Are you talking about with Marley Bird? That was over on her YouTube channel. We shared it over here, on our social media platforms and things. But, yeah, it was her. She was having a chat yesterday, and so we were just talking about Samia yarn and what she has planned for Samia in the upcoming future. So that's what that was about. So, yeah. That was Winter Morning, guys. This wonderful collection of patterns that I hope you go and check out. Jen showed off all of them so beautifully, and you could just see exactly how she was wearing them and styling them, and they were so great. So thank you, Jen. We always appreciate it. And so you can go ahead and you can grab the book in print version. The book is $14.99. I had to double check. The ebook is $12.99 that you can go over and grab it. Or if you don't want the full 5 patterns, you can go ahead and grab each individual pattern as an individual download over on the site as well if you want to go that route. And we will be back, I think, next week with our next collection that came out in February. So we can actually talk to you about that one too. We have new stuff coming out in March that you're definitely going to want to check out. And next week, we're also going to be talking about another new yarn that just came out. So we had Samia launch last week. We also had another yarn called Comfy Sport, which is the same thing as our Comfy Worsted and our Comfy Fingering, but now in a sport weight. So the Comfy you know and love, now in a different weight to be making a lot of great spring and summer patterns. But we'll talk about that in the colors next week, along with another collection. So go ahead and check this one out. I think you're really going to like it and enjoy it. And I hope you'll share photos with us on social media when you make something, even if it's not from this collection, anytime you're making something with our yarn, so that we can share with others and we can see what you're doing, because we really do crochet as well. And we're always looking for inspiration on what we should be making next. So thanks so much. And we will see you next time. Have a great rest of your week.